Is it possible to make your own thermal paste right at home using only things you can find in a backyard? Well, I have no idea, but today we're gonna find out. Thermal paste generally consists of two basic parts. There's a base and there's some type of thermally conductive material. And so we have two tasks ahead of us. First is to find a thermally conductive material. Somewhere, somewhere out here. I have a hypothesis that we can use some of this. Well, not just dirt, but what's inside of dirt. And that's where this comes into play. This, of course, is a neodymium magnet. And what we plan on using this for is to extract those earth metals that are scattered around inside of dirt. Right on top of this magnet, kind of feels like I'm sifting for gold. So if I move this paper towel that has dirt on it, you can see some of the dirt wants to stay where the magnet is, which means this little chunk of dirt right here contains some amount of metal. Ideally, I would get like finer flakes. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try to grab some finer dirt. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot I was using a metal spade. Oh, this magnet's so strong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was so dumb. Oh. Alternatively, we can also just toss our neodymium magnet into the dirt itself. There we go. That kind of looks like a little ice cream sandwich. And now that gives us our thermally conductive material. There we go, that's a start. But like I said, that's only half of the equation because thermal paste is made up of that thermally conductive material as well as a base, something to hold it all together. And while typically silicone is used, I don't think we're gonna be finding any of that back here. One of my initial thoughts was to extract sap from trees. See if we can find some sap. Unfortunately, I don't think it's the right time of year for sap to naturally be forming. Honestly, just trying to see if we can get lucky. Any sap there, big old tree? Now, I'm not convinced we're gonna be able to find any sap per se, but I do have another idea. These acorns have been falling from these giant oak trees. And the thing about acorns is I'm pretty sure they contain oil inside of them, which I know is not gonna be quite as good as silicone as a base, but with our limited options, maybe we can extract oil from an acorn and use that as our base to sort of bind all of our iron together. But now the question is, how in the world do you extract oil from an acorn? Surely there's gotta be something good in there, right? So now we're gonna place these acorns inside of a food processor to see if we can like crush it up real small. Will it work? I don't know. I'm pretty excited for this part because I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. But so here's our acorn dust, I suppose. You might be saying, this is very clearly not oil. And I agree with you. The plan here is to try to extract the oil from these crushed up